Hello and welcome back for the final race of the season. I know it's been a while, but we are here finally for race number 4. We're going to go ahead and jump right into qualifying. I learned that I can set a better qualifying time if I just stayed back instead of trying to fight people for position. Here was my best qualifying lap. I ended up putting in a 50.316 second lap time, which is the best qualifying lap I've set all season long, and that was good enough to qualify me in P4 for the pre-final race. Alright, here we are lined up on the grid in P4. That marshal wasted absolutely no time waving that green flag, so I had to slam my visor down and get going. Here I'm fighting for P2 coming into turn 6, but I get pushed a little tight on that apex and I lose position back down to P4. Now I'm just going to try to stay with the pack in front. Coming around turn 1 here on that opening lap, I made a huge mistake and went over the rumble strips, so I lose a lot of speed coming down the back straight. Here we are at turn 6 again, and I make another mistake going over the rumble strip and not hitting the apex at turn 7. These two mistakes opened the door for my opponent in the 21 cart to start applying pressure on me at turn 10. Coming up to turn 11 now, he's on my inside. I'm going to try to do a switchback maneuver, but little did I know there was another cart that came up and took the inside line. So here I'm just fighting for that inside line at the bottom of turn 12, and I'm able to stay in front of the 14 and tuck in behind the 21. Heading down the back straight, I'm under a lot of pressure and I'm just checking behind me, and I turn my head way too much, so I clip the curb on that chicane, which kills my momentum down the straight, allowing the 14 and the 32 to overtake me. The 32 pushes me out wide, so it compromises my entry into turn 6, but I'm going to try to stay close to this pack. Coming up the hill now, I've never seen this before. We are now 2 by 2, 4 carts going into turn 1. I was so scared right here. I just wanted to play it safe, and I ended up behind everyone, so now I'm in P7. Even though I lost that 4-way battle, I'm able to keep it close to the rest of the pack, and coming into turn 6, I don't try to make any moves. I'm just trying to gain a little bit of ground on the carts in front. So that was the end of the pre-final race. I took the checkered flag in P7, went from P4 down to P7, not the greatest result, but we're going to try to see if we can turn that around in the final race. Okay, here we are in the final race, starting in P7 because of that horrible performance in the pre-final race, but we're just going to keep our head down and see if we can make up any positions, because this is a long 12-lap race. There goes the green flag from the marshal, and we are going to get a decent start here. We cover off everyone behind us, and we're slowly catching the 6 carts in front of us. Going through turns 6 and 7, I don't lose any positions, I don't gain any positions, but I'm able to stay very close to the pack in front, which is very good. Coming up to turn 11, I'm going to go on the outside of the 27 cart. I'm able to keep the inside line coming down through turn 12, and I don't have a optimal exit out of turn 12, so the 27 is able to keep momentum. However, I did make up one position, so now I am in P6. Alright, here we are again at turn 12. One cart spins out, so I am now up to P5, fighting this 27 cart once again for position. The 27 is actually my championship rival, so it's very important that I finish in front of him this race. I do make a mistake coming out of turn 1, so the number 5 is going to retake that position, dropping me back down to P6. But it's okay, we're going to try to catch them. Alright, applying pressure again to the 27. I'm going to dive to the inside at turn 11. I make a mistake and bump the barrier. He's able to get back in front of me, but I have the inside line, and I'm ahead of him coming out of turn 12, so I'm able to keep my momentum coming out of that corner, and I stay ahead coming up the hill, but he is still applying pressure, so I'm going to keep the inside line through turn 1, and I make the move stick. Coming into turn 6, I make a mistake. I go way too deep, and the 27 is able to come up the inside, and coming through the chicane, he does cut me off just a little bit there, but I think he was far enough ahead to where he was entitled to that line. You know, that was a mistake on my part. But a kart did spin out in turn 12 there, so we ended up finishing the race in P5. So that brings us to the end of the video and to the end of my rookie season. I was able to secure back-to-back P5 finishes in the league races, and I'm so incredibly proud of that. I was able to learn so much from this experience. I completely exceeded all expectations I had for myself this season, and I can't wait for the next one. I'm pretty sure there will be a spring league next year, and I will 100% be participating in that, so make sure you look for those videos in the near future. My goal for next season is definitely to score at least one podium, and I think that's very possible with the way that I'm improving. With that being said, I want to thank all of you who have made it this far in the video and for supporting me through my journey. I want to thank everyone for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.